Hey guys, it's Rachel from Kiss and Makeup, and I'm back. I am here to do an e.l.f. rave. This morning I did a video with this huge e.l.f. haul of all this stuff that I got from Target from e.l.f. Like for instance, this mineral pigment set that I got was $4.99, and it comes with 3 pigments and stuff. So I did a bunch of different stuff. You can check that video out if you want. But anyway, so, and I had this crazy blue eyeshadow look, but of course I washed it over, did my hair, and started over. I'm getting ready to go out with my husband, and I wanted to do like a neutral smoky look. We're just going to go to the movies. So I did decide that I wanted to use the e.l.f. products because, like I showed you in my other video, I have this palette, this 100 palette. Then I also had this 32 palette, and I mean, after you have so many palettes, I have 2 120 palettes. I mean, like, all the palettes that you have, you can't possibly use them all every day and stuff. So I haven't really dabbed into the e.l.f. palettes. I use them from time to time, but I wanted to do like an entire e.l.f. look aside from like my foundation and stuff. But I wanted to do it because I told you guys that the next time you saw me, I would have an e.l.f. look. So I did go ahead and do it, and this is the look that I came up with, and I hate that you cannot see how amazing this is on the camera. I did test it, and you know, I took some pictures, and it looks pretty good on the pictures, but it doesn't look anything like what it looks in person. But maybe it's my camera. But this is the look I came up with. And what it is, I'm going to show you what it is, and then I'm going to give you an entire product review of what I used. So, what I use on my eyes is the e.l.f. mineral pigments. They came in a set like this, like I showed you, except this one came in a set called Rustic Brown Eyes. And the colors were gorgeous. I opened them, and I swatched them, and I thought I was going to die, seriously. But e.l.f. has just really come up from what they used to be. And not to say that they were bad before, but I feel like their packaging, everything is so much more professional and efficient that I'm 100% like an e.l.f. fanatic at this point. And if I ever see any more e.l.f. products, I will be buying them because they're just amazing. Like, oh my god. So I'm going to give you the walkthrough. So what I did was I opened this package. Well, not this one, of course, but the Rustic Brown Eyes one. It looked like this. And what happened was, oh my god, it was so hard to open because there's no, like, you can't split it. I had to get like these thick scissors because this is thick. I had to cut it open. And when I finally got it open, these, of course, the tops were separate, but everything was individually wrapped. Like, it came inside with another plastic wrapping around it. But then each pigment had a plastic wrapping around that, and then also like a sticky stopper to keep the pigment from coming out in the package. And then I saw on the back that there are names. So I felt like, I mean, how you can't get any more perfect than this. Like, it's packaged great. It has a name on the bottom. Like, oh my god, it was amazing. So, like I said, I used Rustic Brown Eyes, and this is the color that I used on my lid. It's called Golden. Hopefully you can see it. And I will swatch it on my hand for you. There's no primer on my hand, and hopefully you can see that. But when I put it on my hand, the shimmer that is in this color is amazing. Like, if you're going out on a date or out, you know, a night on the town or whatever, this color would be just amazing on any skin tone, any shape eye, because the shimmers in it, it's just like out of this world. I'm still in shock. And what was so great about this is I have no problem returning makeup if I don't like it. And I recently went to Sephora and bought this $19 pigment, and I can't remember who it was by. It was a really long name. But I told the guy in Sephora that I wanted a shimmery gold color, and that was what he pointed me to. So I got it. I did buy it, and I came home and I used it that night. I was going out with my cousin for her birthday. So I used it that night, and it was shimmery, yeah, but it was only shimmery in certain lights. Now, this is like home lighting and everything, and it's just so shimmery and beautiful. I just can't get over it. But I ended up, not even because of e.l.f., I ended up taking that pigment back the next day and told them that I used it, and it wasn't everything that I thought it was going to be. And they took it back, no problem. But I'm just in shock that for $4, not only did I get this shimmery pigment, which is 10 times more shimmery, but I also got 2 other pigments along with it. So if you're looking for makeup and you're looking for the right makeup, shop around. You know, don't be embarrassed to take anything back that you don't like, and if you find a better product or anything like that. So that was what I used on my lid. Then what I used on my inner tear duct was the one that came on the top. It's a highlighting color, and this one is called Elegant. And this color is fabulous as well. I don't usually use inner tear duct colors because I feel like they're just so bright, but it was just gorgeous. And this one is also has a very shimmery finish, but you can tone it down if you like. And then on my crease, I used the third one, and this one is called Wild. And if you watched the other video, this was the one that I said that I bought the set for. It's kind of like a brownish gray color with gold reflex in it. And I'll show you, but I know you're not getting, like, the camera is not doing them justice. I know it. But this one is also very shimmery, but just, it's right here. Just gorgeous. And then in my deep crease, I used the black from the Smoky Eye book. There's a matte black in it. See? That one. And that was also amazing. And then for eyeliner, I used on my waterline this eyelining pencil that came inside the beauty book. And then I also used the liquid liner. And what else did I use? I used the e.l.f. primer before I started, of course. I did want to use Urban Decay because I wanted to test this e.l.f. primer because I am going out. I didn't want to just put it on. It is just put on now, but in my next video, I'll tell you how it held up. But as of right now, it's amazing. And when I ran out of Urban Decay Primer Potion and I wasn't really using a primer, I used the NYX primer, which is okay, but I do crease with the NYX primer, and I began to crease before I even left the house, and I am not anywhere near creasing. And this has been on for, I'd say, about 45 minutes. So I'm liking the e.l.f. primer so far. And then I also used this bronzer, and I forgot the name. Oh, it's called Golden. And it's also kind of shimmery. You probably can't see it on camera, but I just used a little bit so I could kind of get a feel of it first. And that's all I use from the e.l.f. products. But I did use my own mascara. Oh, and then sorry, I ramble. Then to blend it out at the top, usually I use my Naked palette in Buck, but I did not use that this time. I used two matte colors from this 100 palette, this color here and this color here. I mixed it to make the perfect color for my skin tone, and it was just amazing. And I'm so, oh my god, words can't even describe to you how much in love with e.l.f. I am right now. Oh my god, I love it. And I'm gonna probably go back and maybe I'll do a giveaway or something, I don't know, but you guys have got to try this stuff. If you're a makeup lover like me, you will love e.l.f. So anyway, kind of a review. So I told you what I use on my face. Okay, so as for the mineral pigments, of course you know I love them. And what is so great about them is, I guess I'll start with the pros. There's only one con, but anyway. The pros, of course, the packaging, beautiful. And then there is a filter inside, so you're not getting all of the pigment at once. A lot of pigment comes out at a time, but this is what I do. When I'm ready to use this, I shake it upside down just one time because the holes in the filter are kind of big. A lot of product comes out, and then I just use what's in the cap, and I don't even use all of that. So these pigments will last me a very, very long time. A very long time. Because I only use what's in the cap, and then I use a fluffy brush, so I'm not even really getting a lot of product. Then, what is the con? I can't even remember what the con was. I can't remember. That's how much I love these. But maybe I'll think of it. Oh, the con. The con is, let's see if you can see this. I don't know if you can tell, but this is the jar, okay? The pigment stops right here. So the jars are only about half full, but I don't care because they're going to last me forever still. And if the jar was full, it would last me beyond forever, which is unnecessary. So I'm not even upset about that. Some people may be, but for $4 you can't really go wrong. And the jar is quite large when you're comparing to, like, I have some L'Oreal Hip mineral, well, not mineral, but pigments, and those jars are kind of small. They're taller but small. As for the primer, again, I put it on. I loved it. It went on totally nude, translucent. It was a little bit more smooth than Urban Decay Primer Potion. When you put that on, it feels, I don't really know how to describe it, but this I'll show you. It's kind of like, when I put it on, it goes on kind of, it feels like it might be greasy. I'll say that. It feels like it might be greasy. But then when you rub it in and you allow it to dry, and the instructions on the back do say allow to dry, which Urban Decay does not say that, I don't think. But I did allow it to dry. What I did was I did my eyebrows. I put on the primer potion, and then I went and like kind of fixed up my hair, and it was kind of rough in the video I shot for you in the haul. So I kind of just fixed my hair and, you know, made it cute or whatever, and then I came back and did my eye look, and it was completely dry, and my colors went on just gorgeous. I mean, you know, pigments don't really go on as strong unless you have a primer. So I knew that the primer was doing its job when my first tap on my brush was like, the pigment was just like bam. So it was amazing. I'm loving that so far, and I will tell you in my next video, like I said, how it held up. I think it's going to hold up good though, because it's holding up good now, and that NYX one didn't really hold up all like that. But so then lastly, I used, aside from the shadows, which you can see are gorgeous, I used this liquid eyeliner. I have only had one liquid eyeliner in my life, and I wasn't really into makeup, so I didn't really know what I was doing. But I like this because the pen is just so precise. It is a little of course it's liquidy, but it's almost watery, but it dries so fast that it doesn't like run or anything. I don't know if that's a problem with liquid eyeliners, but this one didn't run or anything. I kind of expected it to run when I swatched it on my hand, but then I touched it like 5 seconds later and it was completely dry and completely unmovable. And the package said that it is waterproof. So this is in 4203 black. And then that's it. I mean, that's what I used. I used the black in here, like I said, and it was very pigmented. It came off beautifully. I did not have to, and it blended so well. I had been noticing that my shimmering eyeshadows and my mattes don't really mix well together, so I started doing my crease and deep V before I would do the shimmer on the lid. But I didn't have to do that in this case. I did my shimmer and then I did my crease. Both of those were shimmery, and then I did my deep crease in the matte black, and everything was just amazing. Went on great. I loved it, and I still really suggest that you guys go out and try it. So hopefully this review helped, and I will continue to do looks and post pictures and stuff. Of course I'm going to do an elf look tomorrow as well, just because I'm so in love. And I will post pictures for you guys, and maybe I'll come and do a couple tutorials if you want. Let me know. But that's it. So don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.